Chapter 1, Rebirth. Recent days have seen continuous high temperatures in multiple provinces, and the Central Meteorological Observatory has issued an orange high temperature warning. Weather tips: for preventing heat stroke during high temperatures, it's advised to keep Houxin Zhengqi Water, Qingshu Yiqi Pills, and Shidi Shui medications on hand. Switching through several channels in succession, the broadcasts all carried similar news. Jiang Ran finally confirmed that she had been reborn. On May 6, the apocalypse suddenly arrived, bringing wave after wave of terrifying natural disasters. Humanity entered an era of doomsday. Order and rules had crumbled, leaving everyone with a single objective: to survive. To survive by any means necessary. Thinking about that brutal apocalypse, Jiang Ran still shuddered. But as she looked at the silver ring she had been reborn with, a sense of confidence welled up inside her. This was something she had obtained while scavenging for supplies with a scavenger team before her rebirth. The ring was a space measuring 3 meters in height, 20 meters in length, and 10 meters in width. Inside was a magical cultivation method that could sense the aura of heaven and earth, enhance physical qualities, extend lifespan, and even grant supernatural abilities. Unfortunately, shortly after obtaining the ring, the gathering point was attacked by mutated creatures, and Jiang Ran perished in the attack. But now she had been reborn, and everything would begin anew. Ding dong! At that moment, her phone rang with the caller ID Zhang Gihua debt collector. Looking at the phone on the coffee table, Jiang Ran answered the call on speaker. A commanding male voice sounded. Jiang Ran, we're out of money at home. Send some money over. Also, I'm getting married soon, so figure out a way to buy me a car. Hearing this, Jiang Ran was taken aback, feeling a mix of anger and amusement. Perhaps because she didn't respond immediately, another annoying voice came through the phone. Ran, where are you working? Why didn't you come back after graduating? We all miss you. Jiang Ran was on the verge of vomiting. Her father had passed away early, and in the family, it was just her mother Zhang Gifeng, and her younger brother Zhang Lin. But in this household, her mother and brother were a family. She was expendable, and everything belonged to her brother. She was even supposed to provide a dowry for her brother. If it weren't for her insistence on pursuing education against all odds, she didn't know how they would have exploited her by now. After getting into college, to discourage Jiang Ran from pursuing education, Zhang Gifeng had openly claimed they had no money and left Jiang Ran to figure it out herself. Jiang Ran was determined, taking out student loans and working part-time to get through college. To secure the loan, she needed a guardian's signature, and for that, Zhang Gifeng had squeezed out more money from her. In her past life, due to this phone call, Jiang Ran had returned to her hometown and ended up dragged into the apocalypse by her mother and brother. She remembered vividly the nonchalant shove from Zhang Lin as he pushed her out of the house, as well as her mother's quiet avoidance and indifference. Recalling this memory, Jiang Ran's fists clenched, stabilizing her emotions. She spoke, "Why have you come back? You want me to work and make money for you? Do you expect me to be supported by you?" On the other end of the call, Zhang Gifeng was momentarily stunned. She hadn't expected Jiang Ran to speak like this, a tone that offended her authority. But considering they needed money, her tone softened. Ran, we're family. How could you speak like this? Mother cares about you, worries about your hardships. Your words hurt me. A sarcastic laugh escaped Jiang Ran's lips. She felt a surge of anger she had to release. She retorted, "Caring about me? Are you caring about me or my money?" Zhang Lin is 20 years old and just lazes around all day. He complains about everything being hard or tiring. What girl would marry him? He's been unlucky for 8 generations. From childhood until now, who has been doing the laundry and cooking in this household during university, when I was eating instant noodles and chewing on bread, where were you? Now you suddenly care about me, you make me sick. From now on, cut off all ties. You go your way, and I'll go mine. I don't want a single penny of Dad's compensation. Please, you two just live your lives and stop causing trouble for other girls. Stupid matches with stupid, more happiness and joy, weirdos pair with weirdos, life's a merry ha-ha. A barrage of words burst out like a rapid-fire cannon. Jiang Ran hung up the phone with a snap, blocked and deleted the contact. She was done with them. In this life, she would live for herself alone. As the sound of the call ending echoed, Zhang Gifeng and her son exchanged looks. They never imagined Jiang Ran would say such things. Although she had expressed dissatisfaction before, a few kind words would usually smooth things over. Realizing the situation, Zhang Lin's face reddened with anger. He turned to Zhang Gifeng and complained loudly, "Mom, what attitude is that from Jiang Ran?" Zhang Gifeng couldn't respond for a moment, and she quickly dialed again. But Jiang Ran had already blocked them, they couldn't get through. She opened a messaging app, her tone much firmer. "Jiang Ran, what's with your attitude? You've earned a little money and now you're looking down on us. Let me tell you, if you don't give me 20,000 within a month, you'll regret it." However, as soon as she sent the message, the conversation showed message sent. But recipient declined it. The mother and son were both infuriated. Zhang Lin sent a message from his phone, only to get the same message declined notification. How could Jiang Ran just block and delete one of them? Of course, she went for the mother and son combo. Seeing this, Zhang Lin became even angrier. Suppressing the urge to hit someone, he searched for Jiang Ran's phone number. But she had blocked him already, he couldn't even find it. "Ah! Jiang Ran, you wretched person!" Zhang Lin was furious, and he slammed the cup on the table onto the ground. Being cursed at without the chance to retort, this frustration was hard to swallow. The more he thought, the angrier he got, and with no outlet, he vented his anger on Zhang Gifeng. "Mom, look at what a good daughter you've raised. 20-something years and we've nurtured a white-eyed wolf. What nonsense are you yelling? It's your fault too, your attitude wasn't any better." Zhang Gifeng was equally uncomfortable, her anger bursting out, her heart racing with fury. Setting down her phone, Jiang Ran experienced an unprecedented sense of relief. All the accumulated resentment from the past 20 years had dissipated. She should have cut ties with these toxic family members a long time ago. It was her reluctance to let go of familial ties that had allowed Zhang Gifeng's words to sway her and let them manipulate her time and again. Now, free of any lingering attachments, Jiang Ran's thoughts flowed freely, as if she were reborn anew.